Hey guys, there was something that I wanted to share with you guys for a long time. It's been a couple months since God gave me this revelation, and I was just having a hard time, I guess, making it a priority. So I apologize for that. But we'll get into it, and I want to do like a two-part series on this. The first part is leading somebody, and the second part will be following somebody, or what it looks to disciple, and then what it looks to be discipled. And so I'm going to go into that right now, though. So the assimilation is I was with a brother, and he's like, "You want to go for a bike ride?" And I said, "Sure, let's go for a bike ride in the morning." And so we got up early, and we started getting together and riding the bike. Well, I hadn't done that in many, many years. And so I wanted to do my best in it. So as we get up and he gets his bike and we start looking at the other bike, I noticed that the tires were low on the bike. The seat wasn't fitted properly and stuff like that. And so this is something that this brother could have helped us with, but it really assimilates also into discipleship, is being prepared to take on a disciple, to be prepared to take somebody on a ride with you. And so we look at that and we go, okay, that person could have said, "Hey, let's prepare, let's get ready, because we're gonna do this ride." This ride takes around close to like 2 hours, and and that's at a slower pace. So this is just like our walk with Christ, in that we're preparing and we're going to be discipling somebody. So something that the person who was discipling or that was leading the way wasn't ready at that time, that had the equipment ready, that they were equipped so that they could disciple somebody. We get started onto the bike riding, and we realize, hey, we do need to stop and we need to get air. He starts taking off, and and I noticed that he wasn't looking back, but I know if I kept at that pace, I was gonna end up burning out and just be miserable the whole time. And I was like, I just want to enjoy this. And so I just kind of fell back. I let him lead. I kind of kept him in my sight, and I just followed him to the gas station, and we filled up the air. Now he starts taking off again, and I'm like, bro, you got to slow down a little bit. I know that, but you need to look back and to make sure that I'm following. And that is something that's very important when we're discipling somebody, is to lead them, to be an example to them, but also to look back at them and say, okay, are they following? Some people, you can get a little bit ahead of them and they'll catch up. Other people, you need to stay back with them and kind of keep going with them, like at their pace. But some others, you can get ahead of them, and that'll push them to go forward. Now, the assimilation with the leader in the bike riding is he needs to pay attention to his own bike as well. And so his own walk with Christ, he needs to pay attention to. He needs to make sure that he's staying balanced. He needs to look ahead, make sure that there's not any dogs or any danger coming. Also, any danger coming for the person that's being discipled. We also want to look at making sure everything is working right, and looking back, making sure that person is still keeping up with them, and kind of gauging what is challenging that person. And that was a really good assimilation. God brought it to me. Also, another thing that I wanted to bring up is in leading, like you can push the pace, but you also, like if you're by yourself, you can go as fast as you can go, and you can challenge yourself, and you can I think the brother did it in about half the time. It was the next weekend. He sent me a message. He's like, he did it in about half the time. It was what it took both of us to do it. So it is going to be slower, but you're also watching out for somebody else and being able to guide them through that. Now, that's it for this part. And then we're going to get into the second part of this, which would be what it looks like for the person being discipled and that assimilation to taking them onto a bike ride. So bless you, and hope you enjoyed this, and hopefully some of these things correlate to you in Jesus' name.